Дядя! Бабушка! Бабушка!
Мама! Мам! Скорее, скорее!
Here's the thing. Is there a conspiracy to decimate humanity? Consider this.
Sees the need for a great reset.
It is the only path to ultimate power!
How do we respond to the conspiracy theory that the Great Reset is a man-made natural disaster? Now consider this.
About the meteor! A comet is gonna wipe out the city of Los Angeles in 3 days. My wife and my daughter were taken here after the meteor fell.
I've been risking my life for them.
And I'm risking my life for you.
Millions of years ago, a meteorite made of vibranium, the strongest substance in the universe, struck the continent of Africa, affecting the plant life around it. And when the time of men came, 5 tribes settled on it and called it Wakanda.
Here's the main thing. Here's the kicker.
Boris Johnson has predicted that there will be a meteor strike in his latest speech, his latest Build Back Better speech at the Conservative Party conference. This comes a day after Joe Biden said that the economy would be hit by an economic meteor. It seems like the meteor strike is planned, and the Build Back Better agenda is how society will build back from the meteor strike. So let's listen to Boris here, and Boris will tell a story about how he saw a hole in the ground when he was at hospital, and that hole in the ground, obviously a hole in the ground is a crater. He then goes on to talk about how the NHS is scared of potential new waves, and how the backlog of treatment will cause a new wave. And then he talks about the economy having a meteor strike hole in the finances. Now listen to this.
In St Thomas's Hospital last year, I looked blearily out of my window at a hole in the ground between the ICU and another much older Victorian section. And amid the rubble of brick, they seemed to be digging a hole for someone or something, or indeed someone, possibly me. But the NHS saved me, and our wonderful nurses pulled my chestnuts out of that Tartarian pit. And I went back on a visit the other day, and I saw that the hole had been filled in with 3 or 4 gleaming stories of a new paediatrics unit. And there you have a metaphor, my friends, for how we must build back better now. We have a huge hole in the public finances. We spent £407 billion on COVID support, and our debt now stands at over £2 trillion. And waiting lists will almost certainly go up before they come down. COVID pushed out a great bow wave of cases. People did not or could not seek help, and that
the wishy-washy bloke. Apparently it's true. Basically, taxpayers' money has gone missing. Oh, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, in the fact that they've already wasted billions, and now they've lost 265 billion a year, which is unaccounted for, apparently. So this story was announced in the Express. So when you click through on the link, you go to Express online, and this is the story. So basically, taxpayers' money has been lost in a Westminster black hole.
Wave is now coming back. A tide of anxiety washing into every A&E and every GP. Your hip replacement, your mother's surgery. And this is the priority of the British people. Does anyone seriously imagine that we should not now be raising the funding to sort this out? Is that really the view of responsible Conservatives? I can tell you something. Margaret Thatcher would not have ignored the meteorite. that has just crashed through the public finances. She would have wagged her finger and said, more borrowing now is just higher interest rates and even higher taxes later. When this country was sick,
so there you have Boris with his meteorite analogy, and here we have Joe Biden. He says a similar thing.
Year is headed to crash into our economy. That meteor is headed to crash into our economy. Democrats are willing to do all the work. Meteor is headed to crash into our economy. Democrats are willing to do all the work stopping it. Republicans just have to let us do our job. Just get out of the way. If you don't want to help save the country, get out of the way so you don't destroy it. Republicans say they will not do their part to avoid this.
So remember that Boris, in his previous Build Back Better speech, which was done about a year ago, said that the next catastrophe would be a cosmic spanner. So there you have Boris Johnson again outlining the meteor strike and the wave as well. And if you look at the Conservative logo, it looks like a snake in a tree. So the Conservative logo here, when it was at the conference, this logo here looks like the tree in the Garden of Eden, and it looks like a snake is within the tree. So thank you.